Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I have a very big announcement to make because my second book, the first one in English, just came out. As you will see it also in the link below, it is titled Geospatial Data Science Essentials, 101 Tips and Tricks in Python. Once you open the book, you will see a detailed purpose where I kind of describe the motivation behind this book, but just to give you a firm hint of how I ended up writing this book and what you will find in it. So I have been working with data nearly 10 years, and for the larger part of that, I have been working with loads of geospatial data as well. However, at the beginning, I was very, let's admit it, lame in terms of the technicalities. I was not even using Jupyter Notebook, just writing my scripts in my text editor and then running the Python scripts from the terminal. However, ever since I had made quite a long road or long journey and picked up a huge number of different technical stuff, and which are thanks to many great books and articles and tutorials. So during the years, I was kind of building up this portfolio of tips and tricks and skills. And about a year ago, I started to think about what if I could like wrap these up in a document. Maybe I could even call it a book. So this has been sitting on my to-do list for over a year. And about 2 or 3 months ago, maybe better to call it 3 months, I realized that I would like to create a cheat sheet mostly focusing on GeoPandas. So first I started to write down the core components, or at least my favorite parts of GeoPandas, and started to structure it into a cheat sheet. And once I was done with the first draft, I realized that there are many things that are missing and what I think are very essential for the daily life of a geospatial data scientist. So I kept writing things on this list, and as the list kept growing, I realized that having 101, also 101 number of tips would look very cool and very great. So I kept pushing, and somehow I managed to make a list that long. But still, that was more like a cheat sheet, just a really long one, so more like dozens of cheat sheets or cheat dozen sheets, whatever. And I realized that it's nice, but it's just titles and code. So I should also explain what the different lines and pieces of code are doing. So I started to write the theoretical parts, the intros, the explanations, and the implications of the different tips and tricks. And the further I went with that, the longer the text and the longer the material became. And at some point I realized that, I have that idea of writing a Python data science geospatial data cookbook for a while. So I kind of put these together and realized that, okay, this is actually the book. I just have to work a little bit longer on it, make it cleaner, figure out how to structure it and what should be the title and how can I get to be published with it. And long story short, I arrived to this ebook. So at this point, it's ebook, it's completely electronic, and once you get to, for example, the Amazon version, you will see that it's in a so-called reflowable text, which I didn't really know about before started this book project. But that just means that you can zoom in, and whenever you zoom in, the text will just readjust to itself. However, I also prepared a PDF version of the book, and with the book also comes all the Jupyter notebooks, so all the code with a detailed setup guide. So even if it's an ebook, probably the best way to consume it will be through the Jupyter notebooks. So that's kind of the brief overview of the book. And now let me show you how the book looks like whenever we open an ebook. So just one sec, let me just open it here. I finally managed to open the files. So this is how the book looks like, and that's going to be the cover. I mean, it's going to be a digital file for now, but that's how the cover looks like. So you will see this on my social media quite a lot, I assume. And I would like to show you how the EPUB format, so the reflowable ebook format looks like. So this format can be viewed on really any device, from phones to computers to tablets, and also on ebook readers. So let me show you kind of the natural home an Amazon Kindle. So it's this tiny device. And now I also reveal the big secret about my videos. So on the African maps, when I had the other background, you may have noticed that the African map was actually mirrored. So Turns out that all my videos are being recorded mirrored, so the poster behind me was printed in a mirrored version, and also the cover I just showed you on this tablet is also mirrored. However, the ebook file is not mirrored, so that's why it looks like it's pretty strange. But anyways, once you get the book, you can start to read it in reverse, or you can just somehow mirror this video. So that's kind of the first page that will greet you whenever you open the book. You know, it's a title page. I learned it's called a title page because when you are self-publishing a book, you learn a lot about the different parts, the different sections and things that go to a book, such as the copyright page, which comes after, which is, you know, a very detailed legal document that whoever is going to like copy or steal the book will be you know, met with serious legal forces. And since this is a very nicely structured ebook, let me show you how its table of content looks like once I find the button here. So yep, so first we will see like a grand level highlight with the list of the 10 chapters. So what I can tell you about the chapters is that they are built in an order of complexity. However, in terms of the topics, they will cover vector and raster data, the basics of geospatial analytics, for instance, libraries like Shapely with geometries. I also do a lot of visualization from 2D to 3D, from static to interactive. Then I'm also covering advanced topics like, or more specialized topics like geocoding, spatial indexing, and spatial networks. And for that all, I have in the grand total 101 different smaller sections. For instance, here if we zoom into the sections of raster data, which now again is mirrored on your screen, then you will see that raster data starts at tip and trick number 62, which is reading raster files, and then it commences at, or it finishes at tip number 74, which is downsampling a large raster file. Same goes, for instance, to spatial networks, which starts with a nice road network map of Budapest. And then it starts with how to download road networks, how to turn road networks as graph files into GeoPandas data frames, and then it will go on and show you how to visualize them and how to do various analytical tasks on these networks. So that would be all about this new book. I hope that you enjoyed this quick kind of appetizer and you are now eager to go to Amazon and get your copy. So do it and let me know how you like it, which one is your favorite section, which is your favorite chapter, which is your favorite tip, and make sure to leave comments about that. And if you have any questions, then reach out to me also in the comments or on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.